Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, for closing statements.
We have come to the conclusion of the 46th Ordinary Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Southern African Development Community. This summit has reaffirmed something fundamental: the future prosperity, security, development, and progress of our countries are inseparable from the process of developing the entire region as a unit. Our meeting today was preceded by a rich program of engagements, including a successful SADC Industrialization Week, meetings of our officials and the Council of Ministers, as well as a public lecture that stimulated important discussions on the future of regional integration and development. These engagements, in more ways than one, laid a strong foundation for our deliberations and demonstrated the value of drawing governments, business, labor, academia, young people, and civil society into the work of building our region. I wish to express my appreciation for the political commitment demonstrated by all member states throughout this summit. Our discussions have reflected a shared determination to strengthen regional integration, to deepen solidarity, and to act collectively in confronting the challenges facing our community. During this summit, we reviewed progress in implementing the Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan and advancing the SADC Vision 2050. We considered the peace and security situation in our region, including developments in the eastern DRC, northern Mozambique, and Madagascar. We reaffirmed our commitment to peaceful solutions, to dialogue, to constitutionalism, and the resolution of conflict through regional and multilateral cooperation. We advanced discussions on trade, on infrastructure, energy, industrialization, and regional value chains. Above all, we reaffirmed that the ultimate measure of regional integration must be the improvement that it brings to the lives of the people of Southern Africa. Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, we welcome the adoption of the theme of this summit, which rightly places the acceleration of industrialization at the center of our regional agenda. Industrialization is not an end in itself. It is the means through which we must make all efforts to create jobs, to expand productive capacity, to beneficiate our minerals, to strengthen agriculture and agro-processing, to develop new technologies, and build competitive regional value chains. Our region is richly endowed. We have minerals that are critical to the industries of the future at a global level. We have vast agricultural potential. We have abundant renewable energy resources. We have a young population and a growing market. Our task is to convert these endowments into factories that will be productive, farms that will produce food for our people so that we have food security, enterprises that will employ our people, skills that will drive our economy and export, and the creation of jobs. For this to happen, we are committed to build the infrastructure that binds our economies together. This formed a large part of our discussions. South Africa will therefore place infrastructure development at the center of its chairship of SADC. A major focus will be the development and efficient functioning of our regional corridors. We intend as a community to make these corridors arteries of regional integration, connecting our centers of production to markets, linking landlocked countries in our region to ports, and enabling goods, services and people to move across our region more efficiently and also at lower cost. We therefore call on corridor countries to conclude and implement the necessary legal as well as institutional arrangements required to operationalize these corridors. We must accelerate the establishment of the identified one-stop border posts. A truck carrying goods across Southern Africa should not spend days waiting at a border. Our borders must facilitate legitimate trade and movement while maintaining effective security and customs controls. We must take steps and will take steps to revitalize our railway networks, expand and modernize our ports, and improve the roads and logistics systems that connect our economies. Some of these were the heart of what we discussed. We know that without efficient infrastructure, there can be no competitive regional economy that can improve the lives of the people in SADC. The same applies to energy. We are determined to work towards increasing access to electricity. Our region must, in the end, have access to energy to at least 85% by 2030. But access alone is not enough. Our households and businesses need electricity that is reliable, affordable, and increasingly generated from the diverse energy resources with which our region is blessed. We will strengthen regional electricity interconnection on an ongoing basis and accelerate investment in generation and transmission so that energy can move efficiently between our countries. So we are going to be and will continue to be project focused. We will bring the same urgency to water and sanitation. We will ensure that our people still do have reliable access to clean water and adequate sanitation. Investment in water, sanitation, energy and transport infrastructure is not simply an investment in physical assets. It is an investment in human dignity, economic opportunity, and the future productive capacity of our region. Your Excellencies, none of these ambitions, and these are great ambitions, can be achieved without financing. We will therefore strengthen our ability to mobilize domestic, regional and international resources for implementation of the Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan and the SADC 2050 vision. We will proceed without undue delay to put into operation the SADC Regional Development Fund, which all our countries in SADC have embraced with a great deal of enthusiasm. We intend to mobilize our resources to finance our own development priorities, while continuing to build productive partnerships, yes, with international finance institutions, continental finance institutions and development partners, as well as with the private sector. The deliberations of this summit leave us encouraged, but our citizens will ultimately judge us not by the number of resolutions that we have adopted at this summit, but by the difference these resolutions make in their daily lives. The challenge, therefore, before us is implementation. We have developed strategies. We have established a number of institutions and continue to establish those that can function to good effect to advance our priorities. We have identified the need for infrastructure. We have agreed on many of the reforms that are required to deepen regional integration. We must now accelerate implementation. We must measure our progress not only in meetings that we hold and agreements that we sign, but in the kilometers of railway rehabilitated, megawatts of electricity generated and transmitted, border crossing times reduced, factories built, intra-regional trade expanded, and jobs created. That must be the defining character of the next phase of SADC's development. So, Your Majesties and Excellencies, Southern Africa has all the ingredients that are required to become one of the world's great regions of growth and opportunity. We have the resources, as we have said, we have the people, we have the institutions, and as this summit has demonstrated, we have the political will to work together. What is required now is to turn that political will into action. Our summit has been a successful summit. Our discussions were deep and cordial. Our disagreements were few. Consensus seeking was the order of the day. We were united on all the issues that we discussed. Even those that we will discuss later, we were all imbued with a spirit of unity, of purpose, and unity of implementation. South Africa took the opportunity to brief summit on the challenge that our country has faced in the recent weeks, the challenge of migration. We took the trouble to brief summit honestly and openly, and we thanked countries in our region for their understanding of the challenges that we faced and in some respects continue to face. We thanked summit and member state countries for their solidarity, for their support. We also expressed regret at what has befallen us as a country. And we expressed a wish that we should all work together to address the challenge of migration. There was recognition that the challenge of migration is complex, it's not easy. There was also appreciation for the need for cohesion in our region, the need for unity as we address this challenge. On behalf of the government and the people of South Africa, I express my sincere gratitude to all heads of state and government and every delegation for the constructive participation, for the spirit of cooperation, and the unwavering commitment to our shared SADC vision. I'd like to thank the Executive Secretary and the SADC Secretariat, and I'd like to thank our ministers and officials, interpreters, security personnel, and everyone whose dedication and hard work contributed to the successful hosting of this summit. So in the end, we concluded that this summit has been a successful one, and it's been made even more successful by your presence and by you honoring the invitation to be part of this summit. As you return to your respective countries, those who have to travel far and afield, I wish you safe travels. Let us leave Durban with renewed determination to build a Southern Africa in which our borders connect rather than divide us, in which our resources are transformed into prosperity, and in which the benefits of regional integration are felt in the lives of the people of Southern Africa. Let us build a Southern Africa that is peaceful, integrated, industrialized, and prosperous. And lastly, and more importantly, let us build this unity and SADC together. I thank you and good night.